Detective Comics 957, James Tynion the fourth, and Christopher Sabila writing, and Carmen Carnero on art. So this was a Stephanie Brown issue. And I was obviously we knew she was going to be in it based on last week's little tease at the end, but
Yep.
it was her issue. It was from her perspective. She was the main character, and we opened with basically her sabotaging the bat signal, and Bullock being pissed because she keeps doing it, and he keeps getting upset that his donuts are getting messed up.
He gets so distracted by the donuts, though. Like, come on, man, you're a cop in Gotham. Like,
To be fair, though,
that's why I love Bullock, though. I mean, the dude has problems.
I was looking at that first page where he's eating the donut, and I'm like, man, I really want a donut now.
Yeah, until the bug drops on it.
Oh yeah, sure, sure.
But
Joe, I thought
yeah,
was really
ahead.
smart about this issue, right? See the opening with this thing with Bullock. She's narrating throughout the whole issue, in her caption boxes, and I at the start of the issue I was kind of questioning what this was, because she said like, oh yeah, the time of the heroes doesn't work, it gets more people hurt, but then I was like, but you're essentially still doing it. Like, what are you doing different? And what I liked about this issue is the rest of the issue then went on to answer that question.
Yeah.
Like, it almost assumed you're going to ask that. As the reader, you're going to ask, how is this any different, what you're doing? And then it takes its time to say, no, this is what's different. This is what she's trying to do. She's trying to get there, fix the problems like Batman would, but make sure that she goes on the scene and lets the cops take the credit. Because the whole theory from her is that Batman almost has become this thing where the villains want to face and rise up for fame. Like, it gives them this reason to be absurd and over the top, and by making it just this normal crime that the cops take care of, it takes the specialness out of it. Takes that
and I still it shows her idealism, but it also shows that but the cops didn't handle it, and by you, if you're not there and there's not people like you there, you're kind of doing more harm than good. You're no better really than Batman still.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of.
So I like that. I like
flawed.
that dynamic.
Yeah, it's like you understand her, but it's a flawed way of thinking.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But you get it. You understand her. Yeah. So that's generic big villain called Wrath, and I like that he's generic. I think it's important for this story that he's generic.
See, I feel like he'd showed up at some point in the New 52, which I like that Tynion did. You're gonna pull this generic one from the New 52 and make him
Joey,
easily dealt with.
Joey, it looks like the lead bad guy from that first JLA arc. What was his name? I've forgotten. That's how forgettable those villains were in that first. That only ended like a month ago.
Lord Havoc.
Havoc. There we go.
Havoc. The Doctor Doom ripoff.
Aye, it reminded me of him with his design. But
yeah.
he goes to a TV news station, he takes it over, and he wants to broadcast, Batman, come and face me, blah blah, mahahaha, I'm an evil villain now, I'm going to take over Gotham.
Oh, he's going to kill Batman to show how much better he is.
Which of course he's not going to. They always, as Stephanie even says, they always do this. They always call him out, I'm going to be the one who does it because I'm the best. And then of course it doesn't happen. And Stephanie of course spoils his plans. See what I did there?
Well, she even explains that too, why she's the spoiler, and she's not she's not giving away the ending. She's just preventing things from happening, and I like that.
Yeah, and it's really simple. She sneaks around, she beats up some guys, she hacks into this guy's like mech suit so that he gets like sort of. She basically beats him without ever touching him, which he gets pissed at. And he's like, "Oh, you cheated! There's like honor to this. There's rules." And
she tricks him into thinking that Batman's there. Which really drops his guard. I like that.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed the art actually. I thought it was kind of old school, but I did like how it played with the lights and the shadows. Probably my favourite page was she attacks someone in the dark, and it's like all black background, and you just see like it's like she's mostly shadow, but at one point she's holding the helmet of this fallen soldier that's got a light on it in the eye, and it's like glowing on her, and it's nice. Yeah. It's nice. I wouldn't say it's amazing art, but like I think it works for the issue, and I enjoyed it. And then at the end, like Bullock tries to arrest her, and she's like, "Nah, sorry, that's not happening. But I'm letting you take credit." And she, smoke bombs her way out of it.
Yeah. Congrats, you're a hero. To Bullock is all flummoxed. Like.
Yeah, but Bullock's just like, "Oh no, I'm taking you in. You keep pissing me off with your, sabotaging the bat signal." So no, that's pretty much it. Obviously, the ending, of course, is that Anarchy shows
Yeah.
up at the end, and he's like, "Oh, I'm really impressed with what you just did."
Yeah. So I feel like this was the prelude to the last arc with Cassandra. How we got to see her follow the ballet,
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
the ballerina,
So do you,
and then
now, admittedly, I could look at the solicits and find out. But do you think we're just going to go into a new arc after this, and then we'll
I
come
think
back?
so.
We'll come back to this for that new arc in August. Yeah,
Yep.
I think that makes
Yeah, because the
sense.
next it says next intelligence, and I don't think that has anything to do with anarchy nor spoiler. I mean, it could do with spoiler because we saw what she did here, but
Do
you
you know what
know,
I actually like about that? I like that they decided to put this sort of prologue issue here because it's just like, oh, you've not had Stephanie in over an arc. You're probably missing her. Here's an issue with her to remind you, no, she's still around. We're going to come back to her, but we're going to do another arc first. But you get your one issue to just feel like, oh, Stephanie's still around. It's okay. So,
because weren't we teased at the end of the last one with Magic and Ulysses and his type of stuff? So I'm wondering if we head to
yeah.
like Azrael or Batwing, kind of gets an arc next.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think we're going down the magic route next arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that could tie into the Azrael thing that they've teased a few times.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll save that until after the spoiler thing. Who knows? But
Mm-hmm.
I like that they've got so much map. Like not, they've teased so much that we can almost say, oh, we've got enough for at least 3 arcs that they've teased. Never mind what they've just keeping to themselves so
Yeah.
far.
And I like that it's Detective Comics. It's not just focused on Batman. You know,
Oh yeah,
we're getting all of the characters. Even Bullock here got
yeah.
some shine
This is a Bullock.
instead of Gordon.
This is a Stephanie and Bullock issue. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's cool.